Greetings, everyone. This is Rock and Roll Spot coming at you with the weekly comic book roundup. We about hit the actually I think we've hit the halfway point. So on the home stretch, shall let's go start off with Ghost Rider number 5. Oh my! Looks like we're getting close to Legacy 250 there. Okay, so where we left off, Johnny Blaze was heading to going to be heading to the Hell's Backbone. Uh, Not so much rally, just a race basically. But he's been having troubles, especially with how the rider is kind of just taking control on it and leaving him usually to go find a someplace he can revert back to Johnny Blaze, and well, that usually also means he has to steal some clothes. Meanwhile, we've got FBI agent Warroad and her partner tracking him down. They've managed to ensnare Zeb. Oh, and yeah, it's the Hell's Backbone route. But Agent Warroad's trying to get information from Zeb, but his magic proves to be too much for her, and her partner, Agent Wilmer, knocks him out with a wrecking bar. When Warroad states that she didn't realize that Wilmer had it in him, well, he demons out and attacks her, stating that there's so much he has it in him that she doesn't know about. Back to the rally, bunch of superheroes there, or well, superhero types. We've got Man-Thing, we've got Rhino, Blade, Dracula, Wolverine, looks like an Iron Man, steam-powered Iron Man, Boom Boom, Doctor Doom, no really, Doctor Doom, Daredevil, Elektra, Moon Knight, but Kraven, Bullseye, Black Widow, like Scarecrow. The idea is to get to a horned peak where supposedly the prize is promised. If you ride Hell's Backbone from tail to horns, you get to hold counsel with the devil, and he'll give you anything you wish. And so the race begins. We also see some others that are there, including Multiple Man. A lot of the riders don't make it through. Gets down to just Wolverine and Blaze when the asphalt seemingly comes alive and attacks Blaze. And Blaze realizes it's more an attempt at recruiting an army. Blaze falls off his bike, and the scar on his head opens up, and some creature crawls its way out of it and attacks him. But Wolverine grabs him and puts him back of his own bike. And Wolverine caused an explosion, which seems like it might close the road, but turns back to Johnny. He's being attacked by the living asphalt. Turns out that behind the whole thing is none other than Blackheart, the son of Mephisto. And it looks like he means to end Johnny Blaze and the Ghost Rider. That is where the issue ends. I've been definitely enjoying this book, and some of the cameos were cool in the issue. I kind of feel like more could have been done with some of them, mainly because I just want to see Ghost Rider and Moon Knight interact. They're two heroes from the same who debuted in the same era and have similar have a lot of similarities. So Anyway, moving on to our next book. And speaking of Moon Knight, we've got Moon Knight number 14. Where we left off. It was just Moon Knight and his alters. Moon Knight's alters decided that it was time for them to have a discussion about things with Moon Knight. But it seems that there was an agreement made between Mark and the alters. Both Stephen Grant and Jake Lockley explained that they weren't happy to abide by it, but they can't argue that they didn't acquiesce to Mark's wish to stay in front, while Jake and Stephen stepped back. Stephen took control because he felt that Mark was about to cross the line. Jake adding that Mark was out of control. But it's explained that the reason for it being such a big deal that Mark not kill in front of Reese is because he sees her dealing with something every day, and it's kind of that's the way she deals with her vampirism. He wishes he could deal with his DID in the same manner. The whole conversation between the three is interspersed with Mark fighting one of Tudor's superpowered assailants that come into town. And it turns out that Stephen Grant, both Grant and Lockley, are kind of pissed because with Grant, Mark's lost all the money that Grant made for them. With Lockley, well, Mark's pissed away all the friends that Lockley made for them. But that said, it turns out that Mark hasn't told Reese about his DID. But Mark's fight against Tudor's hired hands doesn't entirely go well, with Mark seemingly getting his ass handed to him, and Hunter's Moon and Tiger showing up to make sure that he's alright. as he appears to be unconscious on the top of a building. Well, let's say let's escape. And that is where the issue ends. Another point that what is made is that Mark's therapist doesn't, in fact, doesn't truly allow Mark to blame things on his alters. Like, no, it's kind of like, you did this thing, so yeah. Anyway, moving on to our next book, we've got New Fantastic Four number 3. Where we left off, things were going. Asmodeus' demonic hordes were in Vegas and influencing others in Vegas to turn this into a riot. We begin with Marlo Chandler, who was at the time Hulk's girlfriend, saving her roommate from some of the more agitated casino goers. But they're saved by the owner of the casino that Joe Fixit works at, who then calls for Joe. Meanwhile, the Human Torch is under Asmodeus' control and staring down Wolverine, Spider-Man, Joe Fixit, and Father Priest. Human Torch fires a blast of flame, which Spider-Man avoids and Wolverine simply takes. Hulk does the whole hand-clapping thing and manages to put Torch out for a minute. But Logan has basically just been hit with has kind of had that one of those moments of, oh God, what have I done? All the horrible things I've done. I'm terrible. And the priest is finished. Is back in the tunnels looking for Ghost Rider, thinking maybe Ghost Rider can help him. He finds Ghost Rider wrapped up in the Crimson Bandits of Torak. And while his wishing abilities won't affect Ghost Rider directly, he can affect things around him. As he states, well, he wishes for Ghost Rider to be transferred out of the bands, but that doesn't work. The priest hears someone coming, and they say they gotta get out of here. He says they gotta get out of here. And says, he wishes those bands would just go away, and they do. And so the two of them ride out, knocking over some of the demons. More of the incited peoples of Vegas attack the Coliseum, but then Joe Fixit shows up and manages to scare them off, picking up Marlo and her best friend and leaping to the hospital. At Four Freedoms Plaza, an intimate moment between Reed Richards and Susan Storm is interrupted by Doctor Strange's astral appearance. Runs into She-Thing, and that there's a explains that there's the alignment of the planet. Soon, all 9 planets in the solar system will be lined up. Just fantastic things. Yeah, it's no big deal. It's straight line configuration of 3 or more planetary bodies. But Strange explains that it's a time when certain mystical forces gain strength and can become unleashed. Disasters have occurred at such times. But then they realize that Johnny's not there. But back in Vegas, Johnny's gotten back up, still possessed, and so Spider-Man webs him up and manages to get Logan back up and running. Spider-Man smacks the Human Torch around, but gives enough time to concentrate flame back on. And Spider-Man kicks him, and however knocks Human Torch right into Wolverine's claws. But Torch gets back up, and somebody says that you can't kill a dead man. And that is where the issue ends. Okay, interesting. And to be fair, this takes place in an era, a Hulk era that I haven't read much on because, as I've stated previously, not a huge Hulk fan. So, you know, I guess I didn't realize that he and Marlowe were a couple at one point, but apparently they are, or they were. Anyway, moving on to our next book, we've got DC versus Vampires, number 8. Where we left off, Babs has a mission she wishes to undertake. But basically, everyone's got their own agendas. Green Arrow wants to free the humans in the blood farms, and meanwhile, John Constantine has gone to the House of Mystery with Damian Wayne and another vampire. The Mystics present seem to be trying to cure one of the other vampires, but yeah, not working. But Constantine and Green Arrow are arguing over about Green Arrow's mission. Green Arrow should undertake, but it turns out that Black Canary has opted to accompany Barbara Gordon on her mission, and so they have to have one last night together. House of Mystery is attacked suddenly by the arrival of Jason Blood, Enchantress, Clarion, the Witch Boy, and I think Raven, all of whom have been turned. Meanwhile, the Atom talks with Supergirl and basically gives Supergirl a pep talk. Barbara has a dream where she shows up to kill Nightwing but he turns her. Constantine is in the room there, badly burned. Can't remember where he was, but something was erased from his memory, presumably the House of Mystery. And so Barbara goes to visit the science department, and explains that she's taking Harley Quinn with her on her mission. This instigates a fight between her and Frankenstein, who is the guard for Professor Pig, Hugo Strange, and Thinker. But Barbara makes a good point to Frankenstein. Harley beats on Hugo Strange as they're leaving. Black Canary opts to join their mission, and Frankenstein decides he's with them as well. In the ocean, Steel and Supergirl are headed to Australia when they're attacked by Atlantean vampires. One of them was about to kill Supergirl. However, a water, a sea creature, a tiger made of water erupts from the vampire's chest, and it turns out to be Jaina, the Wonder Twins, who's now managed to, who after the death of her brother has gotten both now has his powers as well, and so she's gonna follow. She's gonna make sure Supergirl gets where she needs to go, and we end seeing Frankenstein, Batgirl, Black Canary, and Harley Quinn entering Gotham. Green Arrow entering the Kent Farm, and Steel, Supergirl, and Black Manta on their way to Australia. And that is where the issue ends. I am enjoying this miniseries, and there's definitely some fun moments. All Out War is also turning into an interesting side storyline too. So, anyway, moving on to our last one for the moment, we've got Black Adam, the Justice Society Files, Cyclone. So, Cyclone is a young superhero in regular continuity. Cyclone is the granddaughter, if I remember correctly, of Ma Hunkel, the original Red Tornado. She has wind powers, and she joined the JSA during, I want to say, the Johns run. So in setting up the story, she was a fan of the Justice Society when she was a kid. Her family was too. Growing up, though, she ended up with some nanites that gave her wind powers. She ends up using them when a metahuman attacked her neighborhood. And manages to stop the meta, who turns out to just be a regular guy who took some drugs. But the guy's arrested, and as she's out walking around, people in her neighborhood start asking her questions about what she did, and she kind of runs off, and runs into Hawkman, who offers her a spot in the Justice Society, and she it's like she kind of negs herself into thinking, no, just runs away rather than kind of say, I'm not gonna, join up just so you can see that he was wrong about me. But while running, she finds a detective from earlier talking to a local drug dealer. Apparently, Detective King is having local dealers sell product from the evidence lockup. Him and Cyclone fight. He uses he takes some of it and takes some of the drug in question, and he basically hulks out. But slight problem. There's no, he claims that who are people going to believe, her, or who are the other cops going to believe, her or or a fellow cop? But Hawkman shows up and basically says, pretty sure that the people of the PD will believe a member of the Justice Society, and so Cyclone joins the JSA. In our backup story, Lost and Found, a bunch of Kandaki slavers have their whips cut apart with stolen knife from one of them. In the present, Adriana Tomaz has brought the eagle she found to the university and is being studied. It appears to be made of Eternium. And which, when energized, probably can be very weaponized. Which explains why Intergang would be after said eagle. While she's giving a lecture, however, some members of Intergang show up. She pulls a fire alarm and runs. They follow. And she ends up back in the lab. And, well, she's cornered by the Intergang guys. And that is where the issue ends. So it was alright, like the Hawkman one. It's alright. It's not. It's not really making me. It's not making me less interested in the movie, but it's not really getting me more. At least not really interested in the movie, the Black Adam movie. So I do like the idea though. And sometimes I do kind of wish Marvel would do similar things when they've got a tentpole movie coming out, but they kind of just have to be like, hey, it's a Marvel movie, and yeah. Anyway, that's going to do it for now. As always, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Links to my Facebook, Twitter, Patreon, and PayPal can be found in the description box down below. This is Rock and Roll Spock signing off, saying, live long and rock hard.